Hello there and welcome to another ship review video. In today's video we're going to be looking at the Venture. It doesn't have one single manufacturer. I just looked at the parts quickly in the shipbuilder. It has a lot of parts from Shroud Eklund and Nova Galactic and some Hope Tech. So yeah, it's kind of a mix and mash of loads of different shipbuilder parts, but it looks really cool. So it cost around 200 to 250k depending on your perks, and I got it at the shipwright in Atlantis, New Atlantis. If you stick around to the end of the video, I will show you exactly where I got it for anyone just really curious. So if we look at the stats, it's got 150 fuel, it's got a hull of 736, and it's got a cargo capacity of 5k, which is pretty astronomical cargo capacity. I've been playing the game for quite a while now, and I've managed to amass a quite large amount of resources and stuff because I'm a hoarder, and I've barely hit half of it. So yeah, so if you're looking for a ship to carry a lot of stuff, this can definitely do that. Reactor wise, it's a B-class reactor. Which means it's kind of middle of the pack. 21 power, not too bad, as you can see from the ship systems there. It's got a lot of engine power. The crew is 4, which makes sense for a ship this size. It's got a jump range of 21 light years. Shields are 610, which is pretty decent shields, although if you look in the systems, it only has about half shields. And then it's got laser weapons and ballistic weapons of 10 and 17. So yeah, that's a bit of overview. I'm gonna take a look at it. I'm gonna really quickly pop into photo mode just so you can get a kind of a size. It's a bit slow, so bear with me. So as you can see, this is it on the pad in New Atlantis. It's quite big. It's not the biggest ship, but it's certainly taken up the length of the pad. As you can see, there's the Shroud Eklund sign on the cockpit. So entry is through a door on the left side, or port if you're feeling like that way. As you can see, there's some of the cargo area there from the cargo, and there's the shield generator. So this is a standard Eklund and Shroud entryway. I have this on a couple of my custom ships. Quite like it. We've got a doorway in instead of a ladder, which is always nice. And then immediately we're greeted by a 1x1 storage room. This is, I believe, an Eklund and Shroud storage room. And then we have a ladder going up that we will go to in a moment. We're just going to open this door real quick. So inside here we have a large cargo. This is the 3x3 cargo bay. So you can... This is where, you know, if you're hauling cargo, you'd like to imagine it's all going to be stacked here. I just found a legendary in that chest. Okay, that's interesting, I suppose. You probably won't find a legendary in that, so don't buy this ship for just that. So next in here we have another little small cargo room just off the main one. Nice, you know, give us some extra areas to throw stuff in.
I'm here for you, my love.
Alright, thanks Sarah, you're really helping. If we go up to the next floor, there's 3 floors that I can see so far. So we're on our decks, I should say. So we're on the second deck now. Again, we have a similar kind of theme here. 1x1 storage room entryway. We've got a door at the back that leads to another 1x1 storage, and then that goes up into a ladder. We'll check that in a minute. I think they link to the same on the third deck. This doorway here leads to a crew compartment with 4 beds, 2 in bunks, and then we have windows that give a little bit of view, but not an awful lot. They're blocked by those fairings. And then up here again we have 2 more windows and a little seating area. So it's decent. You've got a little bit of natural light. I suppose there would be natural light in space, kind of, but not what you're used to on a planet. So if we climb up to the top floor here, you can see directly above us, the red signifies that is the docking port. And this room is just a 1x1 Excuse me. This is just a 1x1 cargo that we've seen quite a lot. That's just here for the purpose of the docking tube. And then we've got two windows here. Out the window on the left, you can see that's one of the energy weapons. And on the right, that is... Oh, that's the energy weapon there. And I believe that's the ballistic weapon. It looks like a railgun to my knowledge. So if we come back here and we climb up, this should take us to the bridge. Yes, it does. We've got a nice open view bridge. We don't have the bridges cordoned off, meaning that nobody can walk in. Which is good from a kind of a protective point of view. They have to climb up, so it's easy to defend if the pirates were to attack. We have 4 jump seats, 2 on each side, so like the crew sitting here, they can't really do much work. They're just kind of here to watch. And then we've got the pods in the middle. One thing to note about these is if you like listening to dialogue and stuff and you want to make a ship like this your daily driver, your crew, whoever you have the most companion, will sit beside you and they will constantly talk to you, and it can be quite obnoxious, as you can see there. So just be wary. Some people might like that, some people hate it. I don't mind it. This is another exterior shot. Really like the shape of it. It feels quite nice. So we're gonna take her off real quick.
Anything I can do for you?
Yeah, there you go.
Struts retract. Let's get out of here.
We've got a lot of landing gear in this bad boy. You can see Eklund and Shroud had some say in it. A lot of big beefy engines on the back, which is always nice. Nice to have.
Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
So we don't have enough engine power to put pips into everything. So I'm going to remove some of the pips and put them... We're going to get max engine and shields. And then we're going to... So just quick, there's the laser weapon. Ballistic, I think it's an awful railgun. We're going to do a speed test.
Hey there.
So the base speed is about 138. Probably 140. We're pushing it. We've got a boost speed of 520, which is nice. It's pretty for a B-class ship, which I believe it's B-class. Let me just double check. For a B-class ship, it's not bad. Speed is quite fast for B-class, I'm being honest, ship of this size. So we'll check its pitch.
Just here for a chat?
It pitches very well. Let's try a roll. Or no, it's not a roll, it's a yaw, I think. I always get these confused. And then obviously there's your roll. Roll's always the same, regardless of the ship, I believe. But this feels very, very agile given its size. Like, the engines probably help it. But yeah. So, that's the review. I hope you guys like it. I'm going to really quickly show you how to get it. Alright, so here we are. So we are on New Atlantis in Jameson. Let me just bring it up. This is literally the starter area. Jameson in Alpha Centauri. So just come to the ship right here. This is where he had it for me.
I'm sure you can
Now,
find something.
if the ship doesn't show up for you, then I would suggest going somewhere else, waiting 2 days in game, and then coming back. There's the ship there. As you can see, it's 190k for me, but I have a few perks. So if you don't have the perk to lower the price, it's probably going to be 220, maybe 230. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.